A glimpse today in what's being done to keep us safe from domestic terrorism. The Committee on Homeland Security held a discussion on terrorism right here in Pittsburgh today. Local and national leaders got together to talk about security issues and the impact they have on the community. Andy Sheehan takes a look at what was discussed and what's being done to keep people safe.
The Congressional Committee came to Pittsburgh to hear firsthand the impact of mass shootings and what can be done to prevent them.
We start in Pittsburgh, we'll go to Charleston, we'll go to El Paso, and a couple other communities, just listening to those communities who've been impacted as to what they think Congress should do.
Tree of Life Rabbi Jeffrey Myers chastened politicians in Washington for engaging in uncivil dialogue and not wanting to use the word hate, decried what he called H speech.
H speech is a severe choice of words that usually will lead to violent actions, as was the case in the Tree of Life shootings. When you don't understand your neighbor, it can lead to mistrust, fear, loathing, and H speech, which ultimately leads you to unconscionable and deadly actions.
Mayor Peduto talked about inaction on gun legislation, saying many of these mass shootings could be prevented.
This is an epidemic. If it were occurring with any other item other than a gun, there would be not only hearings like this, but actions taken. If we saw mass homicides occurring in cities because of toasters, we would have those toasters taken off the shelves.
And Chief Scott Schubert asked for more latitude for law enforcement to conduct internet searches for those possibly planning terrorist attacks.
We can't do it. The general public can do it. Private corporations can do it, but we can't do it.
But while committee members say they must strike a balance between threats and free speech, Rabbi Myers says it's time to crack down on what he calls H speech.
If it's illegal to yell fire in a movie theater, we need to create laws where it's illegal to say, kill all Muslims on the internet.
Now, committee members are in the process of gathering firsthand experience with these awful events and turn them into policy and legislation. More on what they may come up with at 6 o'clock. For now, Andy Sheehan,